And here we go. So, let's do a few more beginner's runs in Dungeon Crawl. So let's see. So we had a Hill Orc Berserker and a Halfling Hunter, which are kind of fun. Were kind of fun, I guess. Didn't really feel them all that much. But yeah, let's do something else. Let's stay with the simple ones right now. Because again, I'm a total scrub at this game. This is sort of... I have only played a very little bit of this game before. So, should we go full boring? And just play a Minotaur Fighter or something like that? I don't know. Oh good, my laptop now talks to me about Windows updates. Please don't do that right now. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, let's see. So Merfolk. Oh, you know what? Let's do magic. I'm going to do Hill Orc again because they dabble in offensive magic, right? Yeah, if I want to go full boring, Troll Berserker is the most boring one. Okay, I'm going to go full boring at some point because I kind of want to get a run where I can get a little further in the game, you know? But, and you need to actually get a feel for the boring stuff. But right now, I think I want to dabble in magic a bit to see how that works. So I'm going to do Hill Orc again, and I'm going to start with a Fire Elementalist, because, you know, pelting things with flames sounds like a good recreational activity. So let's do that. Fire Elementalist, there we go. So what do we have? We have a robe and a book of flames. Okay, so how does magic work? Let me see. Okay, we need to zap, right? So zap, flame tongue. Okay, and that is... So we have sort of... Okay, we have one spell which is Flame Tongue, and if we press zap it will just... So you're probably already a spell, right? Okay, and you can just... Okay, I see how this is going. We're gonna see. So right now we cannot do much. We can do whatever Flame Tongue actually is. Okay, Conjuration, failure 10%, almost silent, power range. I think that means that it is 3 or 4 tiles. Okay. M to memorize new spells. I think I saw that. Memorize spell. Yes, indeed. Aha, I see how this is going. So we have Throw Flame, Conjure Flame, Inner Flame, Sticky Flame, Fireball. And we can memorize them. Cannot do... I'm too inexperienced because it's a level 2 spell. That makes sense. So that was Shift M. Oh, that's just M. Shift M is the same thing. Okay. Oh no, it's big. Yeah, it's capitalized M, of course. That's what Shift does. Jeez. Have I ever used a computer before? Shift Alpha. Okay, and big L is... Capitalized L is apparently a spell list, but that does not seem to work. Doesn't matter, I think that's alright. It's maybe, again, a tile set thing or something. I don't know. Okay, let's get going. Oh, this is very interesting. Let's do some zapping then. That worked. You see here a club. Maybe we can actually pick up a club. Let me take a look at this. Oh yeah. An eye. Oh dear. Okay, yeah, sure. Shift I for spell list. That makes sense. Yes, thank you. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of the... it's kind of the trouble with L's and I's. Okay, so we have these, we have this. Yeah, okay. So the magic system seems to be rather straightforward so far, but it probably has a bunch of nuance, right? Flame Tongue, Python, Python dead. And we have 3 magic points. They seem to regenerate rather quickly. Okay. Now we got some royal jelly that we're gladly gonna pick up. Flame tongue, zap, zap, killed, boom. Butchered. Zap, flame tongue, boom. Yep. Yeah, that works out nicely. There's another robe. I'm gonna pick that up. Zap, zap. I don't often play magic users in games. I don't know, I'm just more of a hitting things person. Ooh, I think that was a failed spell actually. Yeah, we have a 10% chance of failing, so reached level 2, which means we can probably memorize... Okay, I don't have enough magic. I miscast. Oh. Yeah, well, that's the life of a spellcaster. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Do this, do this, do this, and this is a hatch. Okay, so I think we can now memorize another spell, can't we? Yes, throw flame. Consuming 2 spell levels and leaving 1. Interesting, spell levels, okay. Spell casting. Fire magic, okay. Okay. I'm not really... Oh yeah, 3 spell levels left. Okay, so we get spell levels and we can use those to memorize. Okay, so let's do this. And yes. Spell assigned to B. Okay, so we can zap and just press A or B. B. Okay. Zap and A. Alright, I see how this is going. Okay. Each character level and each level in the spellcasting skill is +1 spell level. That makes a lot of sense. That's actually a pretty straightforward and intuitive system. I'm kind of enjoying this. Okay. What I don't enjoy is this mess of a dungeon here. I just want to quickly take a look at that. Yes, there's something else here, but that just leads to nothing. Okay. Oh no, let's not go into the teleport trap. See here, another club, which is, I think, not all that interesting. Pair of ruined boots. Okay, that seems to be some kind of a special item. Okay, chop it up. Zap, flame tongue, zap. Okay, all right. Come on, man. We can actually, we killed that thing with our bare hands. Okay, so auto explore is a good idea when there's only one way to go. It saves time and you don't have to worry about wandering off in a random direction. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, sometimes like with the auto explore, like the character tends to walk around in circles sometimes because there's one square that you've missed somewhere. And I'm not a fan of that, but yeah. Zap. Oops. Zap. Okay. There we go. Let's just rest until healed. Again, forgot what that was. It 5. Okay. Start resting. Magic restored. Okay. I think the resting is until one of your things, one of your bars has restored fully, and then it stops. Okay, bunch of potions. All right. Scroll, potion. Yeah, I just have a bunch of crap now. I need to find an identify spell soon. Oh, no, not soon, but you know, identify scroll, I mean. Because I do want to take a look at those ruined boots. There's something intriguing about ruined boots. Okay. Well, that's that. Some auto exploration. Glowing mace. There's also something intriguing about that. Strange. I miscast. I felt a strange surge of energy. I need to check out the flame throwing spell, actually. So let's try B and do that. Oh, well, that did increase our fire magic skill. That's good. Okay, so it will always default to the last one you used. So, okay. Not enough magic, so let's do some running again until we get some magic back. Alright. Ah, come on. Don't miscast so often. It's only 10%. Okay. A whip, a kobold corpse. Let's... kobolds seem to be inedible. Okay, what do we have here? Another scroll, another one that we have not seen yet. I have a lot of single scrolls. No. Eat. Eat some royal jelly, sure. That was delicious, okay. Being inedible is a great evolutionary advantage. It kind of is, right? But maybe you're not inedible to everything. And then, you know, if you're inedible to mice, okay. Good, you know, you don't get mice nabbing at your feet. But if you're not inedible to bears, then the whole thing is moot again. Okay, let's see. Boop. Ah, come on. Gang up. Oh, you know, pressing the right key might be a good idea. Level 3. Okay, let's increase intelligence. Because intelligence seems to be important for magic. That's actually kind of a weird RPG sort of trope, isn't it? That intelligence governs magic. Like, what has magic to do with intelligence, right? Like, there's a lot of different kinds of intelligence, you know? There could be, like, emotional intelligence. You can be, you know, to be good at dealing with certain emotionally stressful situations is a form of emotional intelligence, right? So, and why would that make you better at magic, right? Or you are really good at, I don't know, whatever. You are good at understanding text. That would actually be important for magic. But intelligence is such a fuzzy word. Okay, let's see. Stairs down. Oops, okay, so you can actually, this lets you repeat. Let me just try this. 5. And you, yeah, and you go 5. That makes sense, okay. Yes, indeed. Casting fireballs. I would say casting fireballs is more like a sign of very little emotional intelligence, right? Okay, shift and downwards to travel and take the closest stairs down. Yeah, right. What's that called again? Less than? No, that's actually more than. Shift and more than. don't know what the sign actually means. It's actually called in English. I'm not a native speaker. Okay. So let's get you down. Golden potions. The game has a weird feel to it. It's like, oh, I fall through a shaft for 2 floors. Oh dear me, this might go wrong. Like there's a lot to this, but it's also, it feels really simple. I might actually be now dead. This looks like a situation that might end up with me being dead as fuck. Come on, kill that thing. Okay. Level 4, nice. Right facing triangle bracket thingy. That's a good name. I will go with that. Yes. Conjure flame. Oh yeah, hello. And I'm dead. The orc hits me with a flail. Well, things get pretty dicey later on. Also, I kind of figured out how to change my name. You just need to start typing on on the main menu. You don't actually need to click on anything. So zap. Okay. You know what? Let's go boring. Let's go troll fighter. Why not? You know, I have to get this out of my system, and then we can go with other things. Flail and claws. Let's go with claws, right? Claws are fun. What do we have? Okay, so our claws are just what we have, right? So that's too large for most types of armor. Have claws for hands. Covered in fur, very tough skin. The game has seen many simplifications over the years. Can't even wield a piece of bread and smack monsters with it these days. Yeah, the last time I've actually like really played actually a more or less significant amount of crawl was when it was still Linley's Dungeon Crawl. And just ASCII and for DOS. But I really remember nothing of it. At some point I got into Rogue and a bit of Hack. That's what I played a lot. And then there's different roguelikes. I had sort of a roguelike nomad time where I was just playing whatever. I never really went back to crawl though. Until now. Okay. Zart Quator. Okay. I kind of like the troll sprite though. That's kind of a fun thing. Oh, we found a helmet. You know what? Just going to put that on. Come on. Ah, too small. Jeez, I cannot wear that. This is also too small. Okay. A troll with a shield. This is a I think it's just a troll fighter. It's just a troll fighter with claws as. So I'm just a troll with a shield with claws as my preferred weapon. And since claws are sort of the weaponless fighting with these guys, I think that's just what it is. Now. So I'm running around with a shield clawing things to death. Which is, you know, kind of a fun role-playing thingy. Okay. Well, hungry, yeah. How about you eat some of those? Read that scroll. Why don't you read that scroll? It's a scroll of random uselessness. My claws glow shimmering umber for a moment. Oh. Well, it's kind of fancy, but apparently does nothing. It's unusual to see a troll with a shield. Yeah, that's also kind of unusual around these parts, you know? Never seen one of them in the wild. Okay, so we cannot wear... Yeah, it's also too small. Everything's too small. I think we can just drop all this crap. Drop E, G, and H. Can just drop them as a stack. That's convenient. A dented garnet amulet. Oh, lots of amulets around here. Okay. No spellbooks or scrolls. Can we do anything? I'm not good enough to have any special ability. Yeah. What are we doing here? Fighting unarmed combat. Okay, so we want to get unarmed combat up, right? Trolls have bad aptitude at everything. They're just kind of terrible, aren't they? Trolls are just kind of bad. They're big and clumsy. A notched iron ring. Let's read that scroll. Feel blessed for a moment. Oh, it was a scroll of remove curse. Maybe I should not just read everything that I come across. You know, that might actually be good tactics. Okay, what do we have here? What is this? A tree. That's just a tree. That's just a tree surrounded by crystal walls. Does not seem to be anything more to that. I mean, okay. Like, maybe someone really liked that tree and just built crystal walls around it, you know? Like, I'm not judging. Okay, let's see. Okay. A whip. And I think that's kind of it here. So, let's go down. I feel like the first floor is kind of... is not the most exciting roguelike playing that you'll ever do, right? Like this. Oh no, don't press minus to go up. That's the Caves of Cut player coming through again. I have been poisoned, but I'm also level 3, so I'm stronger. Okay, let's get that. Kill the bat. Come on. You are no longer poisoned. Okay, let's take a look at this. What is this? A basalt altar of irreducible. Let's take a look at that. The Dark is a god worshipped by those who seek powers over death and the undead. Followers can raise legions of servile undead, so it's a necromancer thing. Would it be fun to do some necromancing on the side? Right? Always fun to do some necromancing on the side. Yeah, be open in terms of careers. Especially favors those who would destroy holy creatures. Can animate remains, can recall your undead slaves, can mirror injuries on your foes. You can animate legions of the dead. Give to servants as your piety grows. You can drain ambient life force. What do you actually need to do to gain piety? Like, this is kind of the part of the religion system that's still not... that still does not make that much sense to me. I think the way you get piety is probably dependent on the god, right? So with Trog, you gain piety by just killing things, which is rather straightforward. Here you probably get piety by animating dead or something. Or, right, destroying holy creatures. And the non-living. Oh yeah, no. Which oppose the realm of undeath and the non-living. So, probably animating creatures and killing holy creatures, right? That gives you that nice piety that you want. You know what? Fuck it, let's just go for it. Uppercase yes, please. There we go. Welcomes me. Okay, so let's see. Renounce religion. I think we cannot do anything just yet. So we actually... Okay, and it does accept kills. Yeah. All the gods used to have different requirements for gaining piety. Now it's almost exclusively kill things. The game has been super simplified, right? Like, no kidding. That's kind of a bummer, actually. This makes me want to play older versions of Crawl. I don't know. Well, in any case, let's knock Ullashrit. Good name. Good name. But yeah, it's again killing things. Huh. Feeling hungry, so eat some chunks. Okay. Accepting all the kills. Good. Still cannot do anything. It will probably tell me once I can. Okay, we have 2 scrolls of something, so let's check that out. It was a scroll of fear, so I assume a fearsome visage. Okay, so we can probably scare monsters around us with that thing. For the sake of balance. Not entirely sure if balance equals fun. Yeah, I'm also not sure about that. I don't think sort of the game design maxim of balance over everything is that great, right? I think that's one of the things I love about Caves of Qud so much. That game is not balanced, right? Like, you can just start out and be terrible. Like, you can build a character that is not going to be able to do shit. And that's important, right? Like, and it's super fun to find out a thing that is super powerful. You just have to make sure to sort of maybe design around that. That's also something that Caves of Qud is fantastic at. It, you know, there are things that are super fucking powerful and make you feel like a fucking murder god. But the game is always like, there's always going to be something that can kill you easily. And that's how it works, right? It's not, maybe it's not a balanced game, but it actually kind of does not want or need to be. And I'm kind of a fan of that. Also, you know, when I remember like playing old role-playing games, one of the most fun thing always for me was to figure out how to sort of break the game. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? Like, I think there's a balance between balanced and unbalanced, you know? Like, if a game is totally broken, then that's also not great. But, yeah, you know. Man, I'm getting hungry fast. These chunks of flesh. Yeah, I recommend Caves of Qud to everyone. I mean, the game is in a real good spot right now. Like, still the main quest is not done yet, right? And so the game just ends at some point, and you can just then walk around and do whatever. But still, it's already really, and you know, it will take you a while until you actually get to the point of being able to do that, to get that far, right? Master of Magic is a good point, actually. Master of Magic is also a game that is not balanced in any way. Like, maybe even sometimes to its detriment. I'm actually not as much a worshipper of Master of Magic as many other people, but it is super fun. Like, I've played a few, like I had a lot of fun with Master of Magic. I don't really have the desire to play it again, weirdly, but yeah. Case of God has a good tile set, yeah. I started playing the game when it was ASCII only still, but I kind of like the tile set of it, because it's sort of, I like it when it's not too iconographic, when it's like more abstract and kind of, you know, it's kind of, I like monochromatic tiles, for example. I really like the epics, not epics, what are they called? You know, the classic, a lot of roguelikes actually use that. That roguelike tile set. It's actually a pretty common thing. I don't remember the name of the company right now that did it. Eat more hunks of flesh. Balance amount of balance, yeah. If it's not multiplayer, then fun is more important than balance, right? I remember actually, I've not played much of it, but when anybody played Pillars of Eternity, you know, the Obsidian throwback to the Infinity Engine games. I've not really played much of it, but that is also a game where like they try to do balance over everything, and that actually kind of put me off of it, of playing that game. You know, when we're talking about role-playing games, I need to play that game at some point. I actually have the game, but I never really got into playing it. Okay, let's go down. Wait, you told me at some point how I can... No, shift bracket thingy does not work on my keyboard, because... You know, I have a... I have a German keyboard, so go down. I see where this is going. Okay. So what is this? G, and then, okay. Okay, I see where this is going. So G, down, and then it takes me to the next one. All right, I see. Good. Because if I press Shift, yeah, right. But if I, like with my keyboard, if I press Shift that bracket, I just get the opposite bracket, which would be the one for getting up, right? So it does not, that's kind of the problem here. But I found it out. It works. It works like that. Still, thank you for the tip. Yeah, then it will just tell me that I can't go up or can't go down. But yeah, G and then that will take me to the next thing. So that's good. Philopheo. Okay. What is this even? A short sword of holy wrath. I think my god would not really be excited about me doing this, using this, but yeah. Shallow water. I think these are all altars, right? Level 4, okay. Very hungry. Come on. Okay, so, oh yeah, that's the orc thing again. Let's see if we can actually... Yeah, well... That was easier. This is kind of a boring character. You are totally right, but, you know, you kind of need to establish the ground level, right? So how long have I actually been going here? Ah, okay, that's good. About 1.5 hours of streaming. I can do some more. Eat, yeah. Chainmail, probably cannot wear that, so it doesn't really matter. So what do we have? Scroll of Fear. Let's try this one. Ah, Scroll of Magic Mapping. That's fun. Because I do kind of want to identify some of these rings and amulets that we do have. Wait, Brick? That's my older character. So, you can actually... Huh! Brick's ghost, so you can meet the ghost of your old characters. That's kind of fun. I kind of enjoy that. Okay, I leveled up again. Yeah, we're pretty good at increasing unarmed combat at that point. Ah, well. I mean, yeah. You know, Steam reviews are Steam reviews. Oh, you can actually connect to a server with this. Hello, Grisaya. How are you doing today? On this fine day? Another big, like, of the big commercial roguelikes, I never could really get into Tome, like Tome 4, Tales of Maj thing. That's one of the... I bought that game at some point. I played like, I don't know. Over the years I played like, oh dear, I think I'm... I think I was blinded. Yeah, wait. Let me see. One of the reviews says the following: one of the many roguelikes where there are only a few enemies which are actually a challenge, but it's unclear enough that you can't tell which ones are at first. You don't really get many abilities, items are just very minor stat boosts. It's very slow. It's seen as rare to stray from an optimal build. That's fair. Only a few enemies which are actually a challenge, yeah. Like, that is in fact true. At sometimes you, there's a lot of trash fodder in Caves of Qud, but it's also kind of it has kind of a different focus. Like, Caves of Qud is a hugely open game. It's not really a classic roguelike dungeon crawl. It has a large world and so on, right? It is very slow. It's not very slow if you don't play that way. You can actually, yeah, it's kind of, yeah. I mean, all these are good points, but items are just very minor, yeah. Items are just very minor stat boosts. Don't really get many abilities. Like figuring that stuff out on my own. If you play Case of Kurt, I would recommend that you do not, like, or at least for like a long while, do not go into a wiki and power play the game, right? Just play the game, just check out different characters, just play around with stuff. That's one of the most fun things in that game. I think if you power play that game, if you just look up the best builds and just play those and so on, you will rob yourself of a lot of the fun of this. Oh no, I fell through a shaft for 2 floors again. Yeah. Grisaia is afraid of their dead character. Yeah? It was a bit of a scary situation. It wasn't too dangerous though. But yeah, I have like about 250 hours in Steam on Case of Kurt, and you know, I still enjoy playing that game, so I don't know. Reliance on wikis and guides takes the fun out of games. Yeah, it kind of depends on what you want, right? I don't like that either. Yeah. When a game actually expects you to look up wikis and guides. Yeah, I think it's kind of alright for a game to not explain everything in detail to you, right? I think it's kind of alright if a game expects you to figure it out. And sometimes people understand this as the game expecting you to look up wikis and guides and so on, right? But sometimes the game just actually just expects you to play it, to be curious, and to actually take pleasure in failing, right? But some games actually do rely on you using guides and so on, yeah. Or wikis. It's kind of really dependent on, like, especially how much fun this sort of explorative process of learning a game and failing at a game actually is, right? Oh dear. What is... Oh, that was a teleport trap. Like, fun is actually a weird word, like how interesting that is, maybe. One thing that actually kills roguelikes for me is especially like with a bunch of newfangled roguelite things, is progression mechanics across runs. I hate that shit. Like, if a game expects you to grind runs to actually increase some arbitrary numbers so that you can actually get a chance at finishing a run, I hate that shit. I want to learn the game. I don't want to grind the game. Enter the dungeon. With a 10% of a drop, and there's no way to figure that out unless you either do an actual statistical analysis or look up a guide. You're not going to, yeah, you cannot tell 10%. You might say, oh, maybe like statistical deviance with is like that. That is sort of way within the error margin of of statistics. Like you might just get very lucky. Yeah, I actually I played Enter the Gungeon actually for a bit. I bought the game at some point and played a bit of it, and I really did not like it very much. I don't know. Maybe I was just... It just seemed kind of... limited? I don't know. Which is kind of weird because I kind of like the respective component parts of the game. I actually like playing bullet hell shooters, for example. Like just classic arcade bullet hell shooters. I'm not good at them, but I enjoy playing them. And which is sort of a part of Enter the Gungeon, right? And obviously, I do enjoy playing roguelikes. And so the combination of the two should be kind of awesome. But it just did not do it for me. What I actually do like is Nuclear Throne. I think that game is pretty awesome. Like my friend who's doing the channel with me, they like Nuclear Throne a lot. I think they've played, I don't know, 300 hours of it or something. Okay, let's see. Riak says, or Rejak, Gravers. Oh dear, I have problems pronouncing names. I'm sorry. Most horrible enemy for my last playthrough was a sudden shadow of my overpowered character from stupid injector mix effect. Rip so fast. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. You take Gungeon over Nuclear Throne any day. Ah, funny. I have not played a lot of Nuclear Throne, but it just did a lot more for me. I don't know. Okay, I think I need to go up actually. I think I dropped down to... Oopsie daisy. Oh, there's an altar of Trog here. Oh, how fun. I think I dropped down to 2 floors. Yeah, I did. Okay. And this one I know. Okay. I think I don't need to spend more time here. Let's just explore this floor as well. And then maybe go further down. Reach level 7. Nice. But yeah. At some point I was kind of over the roguelite thing. The roguelike indie game that is sort of another genre with some roguelike mechanics. I don't know. At first I was really stoked about sort of the genre sort of making its way, or these mechanics kind of making its way into mainstream indie games. I love oh, that was a scroll of teleportation, so let's teleport away. Here we are. I love Spelunky, for example. I think Spelunky is amazing. But I kind of got over that at some point. And right now I'm not really interested in playing these kinds of games. I kind of went back to classic roguelikes. Tile-based, turn-based, RPG-ish roguelikes. I don't know. So, okay, that was teleportation. So we also have 2 of this. So let's try this. That is a scroll of identify. Good. So let's take a look at what we can identify. We have 2 notched iron rings. So let's just identify one of those. An uncursed ring of positive energy. Those are both uncursed rings of positive energy. that protects the life force of its wearer from negative energy, making them partially immune to the draining effects of undead and necromantic magic. This might actually be a bad thing for me to use, right? This might actually fuck me up a bit, because you know, I'm a dark person, am I not? Okay, I can actually animate remains by now. I'm just going to put that on and see what it does. On the left claw. Doesn't seem to do anything. Okay. Now let's see. We're gonna see. There's an orc corpse. Let's try animating these remains. The dead are walking. You feel somewhat more hungry. Okay, now I got a zombie orc with me. That's fun. Dyed leather armor. Okay. I have my own zombie orc. I'm very much into that. Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, I think no. Wait for a bit. My orc zombie has been destroyed, and I'm confused. Shit. Okay. Come on. All right. Pressing the percent thing. Okay, that's just your character stats, right? Uh-huh. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Okay, so that's our neg is probably the negative energy resistance, right? Resistant to negative energies. Gourmet. I am a gourmet. Okay, helmet restricted, so we can not wear those, I guess. Cannot wear helmets in general because we have a large head, I guess. Let's just identify one more of these. It's an amulet, +3 amulet of reflection. This sounds good. That blocks some incoming attacks and can even reflect any blocked ranged attacks back towards the attacker. It affects your shielding +3. Haha. Cool. I will put that on. That sounds like a good thing to have, right? That's a spell book, a book of cantrips. There's a bunch of orcs around here, but we seem to be able to kill things rather easily. Hand-axe, ringmail, or corpse. Chainmail, okay. Let's see. How are we doing? Okay. I think I need to take another short break soon. Because of some... Yeah, I think I need to go to the restroom and... They shop, okay. Aha. That's how you can actually spend your gold. Uncursed Ring of Stealth. Potion of Curing. Is there anything I could... I think the Uncursed Ring of Stealth might be good. I don't know what that actually does, so let's do that. How can I... Okay, I selected it. Enter, make purchase. Okay. Yes, indeed. Okay. So let's put on that Uncursed Ring of Stealth. It allows its wearer to move quietly, making them more stealthy. Okay, let's just put that on and see what it does. If that has actually any interesting ramifications. I think we are kind of a noisy chap, aren't we? But, yeah. Okay, let's go down again. I don't want explore mode, no. Okay, we explored everything here. So I think we can go down again. And I don't know actually which level I'm at. Dungeon 6. Okay, that's level 6 of the dungeon. I was actually was able to get pretty far, all things considered. I've been slowed down. That's not good. Plate armor, battle axe, and an orc corpse. I've chopped up your friend right in front of you. Okay, stealth levels. So let me see. Stealth levels. So I got reflect. What stealth? Oh yeah, there it is. So I have 2 pluses. If I take off that ring, I have 1 plus. So it actually gives me 1 additional stealth thing. Good to know. The thing is, I don't really know how to read that, right? Like, what does it actually do in the world? But I definitely know that more stealth is probably better than less stealth. So let's be a bit stealthy. I'm not going to go full Metal Gear on this, but oh dear, what is this? These are gnolls. Let's see. These guys seem to be doing a bit of damage, but well, that wasn't too bad. I was expecting something gnarly here. Yeah, playing the boring character build, so that we... Oh dear, this is... The angel shouts. Okay, because I'm a dark person, right? Yeah. Aren't known to be stealthy. No, they are not. They seem to be lumbering giants in a way. Oh god, that was a hit that I took there. A giant club and an ogre corpse. Let's get 1 chunk of flesh out of that ogre corpse. There's an angel. So, you know, I think my god expects me to kill that angel, right? Can I actually... Don't know if I can actually destroy that. I think I probably don't want to attack that angel. Right? And that would probably be rather murderous for me. It's behind glass walls, yeah. You cannot destroy glass walls. Scroll of Identify, definitely gonna take that. Is there anything I would want to identify? No. I could actually take a look at what that other amulet is. Ah, you know what? Let's do that. Maybe that's actually a good thing. Uncursed Amulet of the Gourmand. Allows its wearer to eat fresh raw meat when not hungry. Increase nutrition gained from them. Initially small, but cumulative over time. Fresh raw meat. When not hungry. So these are the hunks of flesh, right? Yeah. What is the other thing? Oh, the Amulet of Reflection. And this might actually be better. And there's a monkey. There is a monkey-ass monkey here. Are you wielding a dagger of distortion? Okay, that is... The monkey is dead. The monkey is murdered. Well... Okay, well... I have gourmet innately. Thank you. Yeah, right. I like to eat raw meat. Okay, so that does not do anything. There's Edmund here. Who is Edmund? Can I examine Edmund? He's wielding a flail of crushing and wearing a ringmail. Why are you attacking me, Edmund? What have I done to you? The human corpse of Edmund. The human corpse of Edmund is kind of a good... That's kind of a good name, isn't it? The Human Corpse of Edmund. That's like, I enjoy that. If I ever write a book, I'm going to call it The Human Corpse of Edmund. Okay, so hungry. Let's eat some more chunks. Oh yeah, this raw flesh tastes great. Yeah, that's probably what that is, right? Oh, what kind of dragon are you? A wyvern zombie. Let's do some running here. Shit. This ain't good. I should maybe have reanimated something. And I'm dead. My body rises from the dead as a mindless zombie. I can press X again on Edmund to read the fascinating story of Edmund. Okay, oh well, no, I don't know the fascinating story of Edmund. But I think it's kind of like to know about the human corpse of Edmund just without any context is actually kind of nice. I'm dead again. That was fun. Zap. I don't know what I did. Like I must have had a pretty awesome run. And was slain by Donald. Slain by Donald. I don't know when that was. I don't remember doing a long run in this. Okay, I'm going to take another quick break, I think. And yeah, and I think I'm going to come back again for a bit more dungeon crawling. Like in about 5 minutes again. I just need to take care of some business first. Okay. Back shortly. There we go. And